Losing a parent? Man, it's one of the toughest, most painful things any of us will ever go through. It's a kind of grief that can make you feel completely and utterly alone. But what if, right in the middle of all that hurt, faith could offer something real? Not just some far-off idea, but actual, tangible comfort. That's what we're going to explore together today.
So that's the real question, isn't it? When the very person who was always there to comfort you is gone, where do you even begin to look for that comfort? How can our faith be a guide when we feel so lost? Let's get into it.
All right, the very first place we have to start, and this is so important, is right here. Understanding that your grief is valid. It's a natural, human, and yes, even biblically supported reaction to losing someone you love that much.
I really need you to hear this. The tears you cry, the emptiness you feel, none of that means your faith is weak. It's actually the opposite. It is a powerful, profound sign of just how deep your love was. You know, in a way, grief is just the price we pay for loving someone so much, and it's a price that's absolutely worth it.
Just think about this for a second. One of the shortest, but maybe one of the most powerful, verses in the entire Bible is just 2 words. Jesus wept. He was standing at the tomb of his friend Lazarus. Now, Jesus knew he was about to raise Lazarus from the dead. He knew the final victory was already won. But in that human moment of loss, he cried. If Jesus himself grieved, that gives us all the permission we need to do the same.
Okay, so once we've established that it's okay, more than okay, to grieve, we can start to lift our eyes just a little. We can look beyond the pain of this moment to the promise of tomorrow. And this is where faith offers a truly unique and powerful hope.
It's really important we get this right. The word hope in the Bible isn't like how we use it every day, I hope it doesn't rain. It's not just a wish. Biblical hope is a certainty. It's a solid, confident expectation of something God has already promised. And in this case, it's the promise of a future reunion with our loved ones who believed.
And this really shows the contrast, doesn't it? On one hand, you can see death as just the end, a permanent wall, a final goodbye. But for a Christian, it's something totally different. It's not a wall, it's a doorway. It's a transition into the very presence of Christ. And that means the separation is only temporary.
And this right here, this is the victory cry. The Apostle Paul isn't just sadly wishing death would go away. He's taunting it. He's declaring, because of Jesus, death has lost its power, it has lost its final sting. This victory is the very bedrock of our comfort.
And this is what brings that big, future hope right into this very moment. For a parent who is a believer, their story didn't just end. No, it reached its most joyful chapter. Right now, as we speak, they are experiencing a peace and a joy we can barely even imagine. That's not just a future thing, it's a present reality for them.
Okay, so knowing about that future reunion is absolutely essential. But we still have to get through today. We still have to live with the pain right now. So the question becomes, where does God provide help for a hurting heart in the here and now?
The Bible gives us this incredible kind of 3-pronged support system for when we're grieving. It's not just one thing. It's this whole web of support. God's own Spirit with us, His unchanging promises we can read, and a community of His people all around us.
This one, wow. This promise is just so incredibly personal. At the very moment you might feel the most like an orphan, God steps right in and says, I will be your father. He sees that unique hole left by a parent, and He promises to fill it with His own perfect, loving care.
And here's a really beautiful twist on this whole idea of comfort. It doesn't just stop with us. See, God's comfort flows to you, but it's also designed to flow through you. The comfort you're receiving today is actually preparing you to one day be that source of comfort for someone else who's walking this same road. Your pain isn't meaningless.
And this is exactly why God designed us for community. He never ever wanted us to carry these heavy things all by ourselves. The church, what the Bible calls the body of Christ, is meant to be God's hands and feet on earth, to help carry our burdens, to share our pain, and sometimes to just sit with us in the silence. Please don't be afraid to lean on them.
So, let's pull all these threads together. We've got our valid grief, we have this certain hope for the future, and we have real comfort for today. How do they all work together? Well, they create a kind of peace that lasts. A peace that doesn't pretend the hurt isn't there, but holds that hurt inside of a much, much bigger hope.
So if you're walking through this, here are the things to hold on to. First, your grief is real, and it's okay. It's a sign of love. Second, for believers, this isn't a final goodbye. The separation is temporary. Third, God provides real comfort for you right now through His presence, His promises, and His people. And finally, all of that means that your pain, as real and as deep as it is, does not get the final word. Hope does.
And just let this thought sink in for a second. The God of the entire universe, who created you, knows every detail of your heart. He understands your pain even better than you do. And He's not far away. He is right here, and He is eager to give you His peace.
So that really leaves us with this one last thought to carry with us, because this isn't just about something that will happen one day in the future. How does knowing, with that confident expectation that you will see your parent again, how does that actually change the way you get up and face tomorrow? How can that future hope become your strength for right now?